So, you're considering moving to Titusville, Florida, but you have no idea where in Titusville you'd like to live. Well, in today's video, I am going to go over the different areas in Titusville so you can start to narrow down where do you like to live. Titusville is located on Florida's Space Coast and offers small town charm, natural beauty, and accessibility. The city is situated along the Indian River Lagoon, about 45 to 50 minutes from Orlando, depending on your route, and remains one of the more affordable spots on Florida's East Coast. Before we dive into neighborhoods, here's the quick commute snapshot from the riverfront. Downtown Orlando is typically around 50 minutes via SR 50 or 408. Orlando International Airport is about 40 to 47 minutes using the 528. Kennedy Space Center is roughly 20 to 25 minutes via the NASA Causeway. For beaches, the Cocoa Beach Pier runs about 36 to 39 minutes, and then Playa Linda Beach is going to be about 20 to 30 minutes. New Smyrna's Flagler Avenue is around 40 to 42 minutes. Daytona's Boardwalk is about 57 minutes, and downtown Melbourne comes in around 52 to 54 minutes down I-95. Not too far from a lot of places. The times can vary with traffic and tolls, but that will be your day-to-day reality living on the Space Coast. Healthcare is served by Parish Medical Center, a 210-bed acute care hospital that earned a 2025 high-performing designation in maternity care from U.S. News and World Report. Veterans have the Viera VA Clinic to the south and the Orlando VA Medical Hospital or Center in Lake Nona, both within a reasonable drive. In education, Eastern Florida State College has a campus right here on a beautiful waterfront site, and proximity to Orlando broadens job options while keeping you close to the coast. In regards to schools, there's private schools and there is public schools. I do always leave the links below so you can do research on those. So whether you're moving for work, escaping the cold, getting closer to family, going to school, or retiring, Titusville offers a variety of lifestyles to fit everyone. All right, so let's get into the 4 different areas of Titusville. So the first one is North Titusville, located along the Indian River. So North Titusville gives you that classic Space Coast feel with easy access to parks, launch viewings, and the gateway to the refuge and the beach. Chain of Lakes Park is 92 acres of lakes, boardwalks, and walking paths with a tall observation tower, plus lighted softball and soccer fields. Marina Park has a 3-lane boat ramp, a dock, restrooms, a playground, and a dog park, making it a perfect spot to launch. Sandpoint Park hugs the water near downtown with paved trails, picnic shelters, and a splash area. Great for launch days. At the base of Amex Brewer Bridge, the Veterans Memorial Fishing Pier gives you a front row vantage point to the river and the pads beyond. If you've never seen bioluminescence, summer nights in the Indian River Lagoon are magical. There are guided tours right here so you can experience the glow safely and easily. Cross the Max Bridge and you're at Merritt Island National Wildlife Refuge, a 140-acre sanctuary bordering Kennedy Space Center, famous for birding, wildlife drives, hiking, and paddling. Keep going and you're on Playa Linda Beach at Canaveral National Seashore, 24 miles of undeveloped Atlantic shoreline. Fun fact, there is a nude beach on that beach. It's not the whole beach, but there's a little section where people can go nude, and they do. So just a heads up, whether you want to be near that or far away from it. But despite that, Playa Linda is one of my favorite beaches on the Space Coast. Just know certain access points can close for launch operations, and they're actually in talks right now because of the SpaceX, I forget what it's called, the largest one that they're about to start launching. They might need to start actually blocking off a lot more of that beach coming soon. But back in North Titusville, 2 go-to local favorites are Pier 220 on the river for views and seafood, and then there's Dixie Crossroads on Garden Street for rock shrimp and a true Titusville staple. If you want craft beer, downtown Playa Linda Brewing's hardware store taproom is a great quick hop south. Okay, shopping and daily needs on the north side run along Garden Street, and you're minutes from Titus Landing stores and Epic Theaters. So there's Target on Columbia. It's just a short drive for essentials. And commute-wise, you're well positioned for a quick hop to Kennedy Space Center via the NASA Causeway, which is a recent bridge improvement, which makes those launch day and workday trips more predictable. Housing there is a mix of established suburban streets, pockets with larger lots, and a few premier riverfront condo towers. So market snapshot. So single family homes. Over the past year, the median sale was a 3-bed, 2-bath at about 1,400 square feet, selling around $287,000. There's a broad range up to the 700s for larger or water proximate homes. For condos and townhomes, the median was a 2-bed, 2-bath around 1,070 square feet at roughly $183,000. High floor or riverfront stacks can push significantly higher. Recent sales reached into the low 500s for those riverfront condos. These figures reflect closed sales in the past year in the MLS's North Titusville Mint area. Next area is west of I-95. If you want convenience, larger floor plans, and easy highway access, the west side is for you. Hopping on and off I-95 is a breeze for getting around town, up and down the coast, or toward Orlando and the airport. You'll find a blend of established neighborhoods and newer construction. And in certain pockets, you can still find larger lots compared to in town. For your lifestyle checklist, your minutes to Target on Columbia and Titus Landing's shops, dining, and theater are an easy straight shot. For date nights or launch day dinners, many West Side residents head east for riverfront dining at Shiloh's or south to Playa Linda Brewing's Bricks Project for wood-fired bites and a great tap list. On weekends, Chain of Lakes Parks is the west side hangout with 92 acres of lake views, trails, and a viewing tower. Pickleball and ball fields. New construction, so there is Brickshire by Stanley Martin. They've been a standout for 2025 in that area. Modern layouts, proximity to Garden Street and I-95, and pricing generally in the upper 300s and into the 400s. So depending on plan and lot. Market snapshot for this area. Single family homes, the median sale was a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home just over 2,000 square feet, closing around $394,000. High sales reached well into the 700,000s for larger, newer homes. For attached homes, condos, and townhomes, the median was a 2-bed, 2-bath at about 1,450 square feet, selling roughly around $250,000. Commuters love this side because it can shave minutes off to Orlando and the airport trips via the 528, while still being close to in-town amenities. Okay, next area is Central Titusville, but real quick, if you're new here, my name is Rachel Langley. I'm a real estate agent here in Titusville and the Space Coast for that matter. And if you're thinking about moving to Titusville, make sure to reach out because I got your back when it comes to moving to Titusville or the Space Coast that matter. So make sure to reach out. My information is on the screen right here. You can call, text me, or email me anytime. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And if you're enjoying this video, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button so that YouTube knows to send you a notification when I post a new video, which is every week, usually on Saturday. Okay, so Central Titusville, also known as Titusville Gardens, this is the heart of the city for recreation, shopping, and culture. Along the river, you'll find Manzo Memorial Park, Rotary spaces, and just a bit south, Kennedy Point Park for fishing, boat launching, and perfect launch viewing. And most of the action for shopping, groceries, gyms, and restaurants lines US 1. Titus Landing brings a modern open-air center with epic theaters, Hobby Lobby, Ulta, Chipotle, and a mix of chains and local boutiques. Just north, historic downtown Titusville is one of my favorites. Murals, coffee, shops, and dining anchored by the Titusville Plate House and Playa Linda Brewing's hardware store, tap room, and a century-old building. Pier 220 sits riverside for breezy views and live music. If you golf, La Cita Golf and Country Club is nearby with an 18-hole semi-public course, dining, and events. Housing here is the most varied with the widest mix of single-family homes and attached options. Okay, so single-family medium home is usually a 3-bedroom, 2-bath at a roughly 1,650 square feet, selling right around $300,000. Townhomes and condos show a wide range. The median was a 2-bedroom, 2-bath at around 1,000 square feet, and that is selling near $170,000. On the higher end, newer riverfront condos like River Palms have been a big draw for launch views and low maintenance living, with certain sales well above the median. So what's new? Watch the redevelopment of the former Searstown Titusville Mall site, a large mixed-use plan with residential assisted living, a hotel, and retail that's underway and could reshape the central shopping and dining experience over the next few years. Okay, so last on our list is South Titusville. This is a favorite for Kennedy Space Center employees or commuters, NASA, SpaceX, Blue Origin. So thanks to the now completed NASA Causeway Bridge project, both directions are now open, which means more reliable, faster trips across the river. You've got riverfront parks like Kennedy Point for launches and boat access, plus Marina Park with a 3-lane boat ramp and a dog park. Don't miss Playa Linda Brewing's Bricks project for brunch and brews on the weekend patio, and Lloyd Have Mercy for soul food and fried chicken that locals swear by. Nature lovers are minutes from the Enchanted Forest Sanctuary shaded trails and interpretive exhibits, and golfers can play the Great Outdoors Golf Club, an 18-hole semi-public set in a unique resort community just southwest. On housing, South Titusville balances larger lot neighborhoods, and newer master plan options. For single families, the median sale was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, around 1,830 square feet, selling at about $384,000, and on the higher end sales have reached the mid to high 900s. For larger or premium location homes. For condos and townhomes, the median was a 2-bed, 2-bath, around 1,100 square feet, and those are selling near $208,000. So if you're considering new builds in that area, Tasana Village at Verona by KB Homes is a good option. They have really nice floor plans. That is going to have like a big amenity center, and that's a really nice commute. I've helped a couple of families move into that area because of the proximity to get to the Kennedy Space Center or SpaceX. So that is a very popular area for employees in the aerospace. KB Home has been one of the most active options in the mid 300s. So you can get into that neighborhood from the mid 300s all the way up to the high 400s, maybe even over 5 for their biggest homes. But for the most part, I'm seeing mid 300s to mid 400s. So another community that's brand new is the Shores at Tranquility. They're rolling out in phases with luxury homes. These are homes starting over $1 million. They have premier water views of like rocket launches of the Indian River Lagoon, and they're also doing a mix of condos over there and also kind of like a master plan community. There's supposed to be shopping and amenities over there as well. So I'm really excited to see how that develops, because that is supposed to be the next hotspot in Space Coast that people want to live at. There you have it. That is all I've got for the areas of Titusville updated for 2025. Titusville is a wonderful place to live. I've had many clients move to the area, especially working for the aerospace industry, and they absolutely love it. So if you have interest in Titusville, maybe you're not sure, maybe you want to know about other areas, make sure to reach out. My information's on screen right here, pin comment, and the description below, because I got your back when it comes to moving to anywhere in the Space Coast. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Rachel Langley, and I'll see you on the next one.